morning. It's Sunday, 18th of September 2016. This is Sylvia Sharmurthy and you're listening to the newspaper reviews on www.r1eng.com. Let's now look at the paper highlights from today's newspapers. The top highlight in Sunday Times says, Lanka on red alert for chikungunya Zika. Sri Lanka's entry and exit points, particularly the Bandaranaike International Airport and the Colombo Port, have been placed on high alert to prevent the spread of two deadly diseases raging in Asia. One is chikungunya, which is fast spreading in New Delhi. The other is the Zika virus, prevalent in Singapore and now Thailand. Both are mosquito-borne diseases. The airport's help desk have been told to caution passengers traveling to the affected countries. Quarantine Director Dr. Palitha Karuna Peruma told the Sunday Times. Another highlight says, President to attend key economic meetings in Goa. President Maithripala Sirisena will attend two key economic meetings in the western Indian coastal town of Goa next month. One is the Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Trade and Economic Cooperation. The other is the BRICS, an economic grouping of Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. He will leave Sri Lanka on October 18. The highlight in the middle says, if you are coming from a Zika country, see a doctor. If you have been in a country with active transmission of Zika, get yourself checked by a doctor on your return. This is the message being sent out to expectant mothers by the health authorities. While stressing that there is no reason to panic, consultant epidemiologist Dr. Samita Ginige, attached to the epidemiology unit, said that earlier people who had been traveling to Zika-affected countries were advised to seek medical attention if they had flu-like symptoms on the day of returning to Sri Lanka or if hit by fever within 2 weeks of such travel. Zika is just like the flu, a mild disease for which there is no need to medicate oneself or get hospitalized. And the highlight at the bottom says, top school for doctors' children. Akila says no to Rajita's yes. The ongoing dispute over admitting doctors' children to popular school continues, with the education minister taking a tough stand but the health minister appearing to take a softer line. The doctor's request is unacceptable and cannot be acceded to. Education Minister Akila Viraj Karyavasam said after the doctors met with Health Minister Rajitha Senaratne to resolve the dispute by getting admission to the children. Listener moves the paper highlight in Sunday Observer. The top highlight says, efficiency goals for police. The Sri Lanka police is to implement the KPI system to streamline operations and evaluate the performance of the department. After implementation, the KPIs will be the key factor determining performance assessments and promotions in the police service at all levels, informed sources of the Ministry of Law and Order said. Under the new system, the ministry will assess quality, efficiency and the productivity of police officers on a yearly basis and rank them accordingly. The highlight in the middle says, elephant runs amok before pageant begins. One woman died and 11 others were injured when an elephant which was being prepared for the final perahera at the Ratnapura Mahasaman Devalaya became aggressive and attacked the crowds on Friday. Another highlight says, no immediate power cuts. Refuting speculations, Power and Renewable Energy Minister Ranjit Siyambalapitiya said, no decision has been taken to impose power cuts on account of the current dry spell in the country. There is no necessity to impose power cuts at this juncture as the ministry is in a position to manage with current water levels in reservoirs. And the highlight at the bottom says, tax collection at provincial level. The government will set up new tax collection counters on a provincial basis to take on tax evaders and streamline revenue collection. The collection counters will take the responsibility for revenue collection and other relevant matters in the provinces, a finance ministry spokesman who wished to remain anonymous told the Sunday Observer. And now let's move to the paper highlights in Ceylon today. The main highlight says, government scrapping Sampur coal power plant. Indian reaction keenly awaited. The Supreme Court has been informed that the proposed 500 megawatt Sampur coal power plant will not be constructed. This has riveted the public gaze on what India's reaction to this decision will be. Following a fundamental rights application filed by Environmental Foundation Limited, the Attorney General informed Court that the Ministry of Power and Energy has already taken this decision to not go ahead with the coal power plant. The highlight in the middle says, diplomatic mission for Tamil Eelam. As I pointed out at a media conference last Monday, Denmark had included Tamil Eelam as one of the countries in the world in a list from which visa applicants should choose their nationality. In response to our protest, the Danish government apologized and immediately withdrew the name from the list on Wednesday. Another highlight says, flood victims languish in tents. And the highlight at the bottom says, why Maitri plans crucial meeting with Ranil after UNGA. That's all for today's newspaper highlights, and we'll get back to you with more news tomorrow. Thank you.